Hello students, I welcome you all in the class of English Literature, poem 14, and the name of the poem is Black Boys Play the Classics. So students, Black Boys Play the Classics poet is Toy Derricott. She born in Michigan and is the co-founder of the African American Writers Retreat, Cave Canem, and professor of English at the University of Pittsburgh, a two-time Poetry Fellowship recipient from the National Endowment for the Arts. Her literary memoir, The Black Notebooks, won the 1998 Anisfield Wolf Book Award for Nonfiction. So come to the poem. In Black Boys Play the Classics was more about generally the color of skins of each human being, races, and how they act due to their certain color of skin and race. Students, racism is the belief that all members of each race possess characteristics or abilities specific to that race. So students, everybody liked this poem because the title implies that black people play music that is most liked by people, the classics, saying the boys that were playing are wearing ratty sneakers and t-shirts alludes to the fact that you don't have to be well dressed and look presentable to be a good musician. The white men are walking by nonchalantly, putting their money in as if it is an everybody or everyday task. The little boy looks up to the musicians with awe and thinks them to be angels, expressing that in a child's eyes there is no difference in the color of people's skin. So the theme of this poem is really good and is a refreshing contrast to the average love or death poems. The message of this poem is that everyone is the same, no matter what they look like. The description throughout the poem really creates a vivid image to be imagined. The kids in ratty sneakers and t-shirts displays that average people can create beautiful music. I can almost hear the beautiful music that the three kids are playing. So, Black Boys Play the Classics by Toy Derricott shows the new face of the United States. However, it still demonstrates discrimination against black people. Although poems stand for two different decades, both works show the disparities of social status and ethnicities have always divided American society, and they also suggest the unification of the nation as the most effective way toward equality. In this poem, Derricott illustrates social divisions in our current society due to disparity of power. The speaker vividly details each character's clothes to identify the different social status among people. The poem starts with the description of three black kids wearing ratty sneakers and t-shirts and playing violins in a station. Then the author describes in the second stanza white men wearing business suits that walk indifferently and toss in $1 as if it is an everyday task. Definitely the speaker's tone and the behavior of the men who practically throw the coins reflect that there is still a division between upper class and lower class in America. After that, Derricott shows a different angle of this situation, describing brown men in work-soiled khakis that stand looking at the boys with administration. These workers and the black kids belong to lower class. So, same society and social status, and highlights the difference among poor and rich people. In addition, to demonstrate that poor and rich people have historically had differences. Now, Derricott points out that the nation was divided among white and black people. This fact is evident when the author first indicates that differences in workers' races generated a chasm among them, causing a knotty relationship. For example, in the third stanza, it suggests the workers to forget their differences because he considered not logical a fight of race against race. because one is black and another white of face. Derricott demonstrates that it is currently an issue in the United States. In the poem, the speaker shows the different reactions of black and white people regarding the kids playing in the station. Derricott first describes black men standing with their mouths open, as if they wish to play the violin as well as the three kids. The author indicates in these lines that the color of people's skin does not really matter, rather their character, input and abilities to do different tasks are what make individuals important. Then the speaker focuses on three white boys who look up at their idols, the black boys, with admiration and think them to be angels. In this part, the author contrasts the attitude of white men in business suits with these white kids to show that in a child's eye there is no difference in the color of people's skin. With this comparison, she also proposes a social model. In fact, this is how people should act in society, treating each other in the same way. Lastly, poem suggests the solidarity among workers, citizens to eradicate racism and prejudice from American society. The real purpose of Derricott's poem is uniting workers because she believes in Americans becoming a nation. Let us become instead, you and I, one single hand. Now, Derricott states that when workers finally decide to share forces, they will be stronger and make a better America. Now, at the last, Derricott ends her poem with a reflection that calls people to unite. She presents a hypothetical conversation between a black and a white person. The first asks, why does this trembling pull us? It refers to the gap among poor black and rich white people that separates them. Then the white person answers, beneath the surface we are one. So thus the author ends up with her thought that inside we are the same. It doesn't matter whether people are poor or rich, black or white. So students, as I told you earlier, that this poem was more about generally the color of skins of each human being races and how they act due to their certain color of skin and race. So students, here your poem Black Boys Play the Classics is completed, and if you have not understood this poem, so go through the poem again and listen it very carefully. Okay students, now do your question answers and exercises of this poem Black Boys Play the Classics. Now we will meet in next chapter. Till then, take care, stay safe. Thank you students. Bye bye.